Dan here, and welcome back to another video where today... Who drew this? Who drew that? No, but really, we are back inside Photoshop because today we're going to be drawing your comments. Last week we did drawing your tweets because I hadn't made a video about this yet, but I had 111,000 comments to pick, and I've picked just 3 to draw today. So, let's do this. First things first, let's just get this out the way. Jeez, I really don't know what happened here. So the first comment, which was one of the most liked ones, was from MangleFox70, who said, do a pug riding a swimming horse on the moon. It's gonna be difficult, but let's go. A pug riding a swimming horse on the moon. First, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and fill all this black and then add the planets from there. Okay, let's draw a moon. So it needs to be a pug riding a swimming horse. Why is the horse swimming on the moon? Is there water on the moon? I don't even know. But anyway, let's make a big circle thing. Let's go for maybe this size. What am I doing? That's better. Okay, let's color in this moon and then we'll get this horse on the go. Okay, there's our moon. Actually, we need to add some water to it. So let's grab ourselves a nice blue color and draw some water, I guess. Actually, I've got a good idea. So the idea of this is that it's gonna be a crater with water inside it. So we've got a big crater here. I'm gonna do a smaller one down here because the moon has like little knobble things on it, I guess, which hold, I don't even know what they hold. I'm just guessing here. There we go. Craters all over the moon, and now we're gonna fill that with water, just like this, and then we can start drawing our horse in. Perfect. So that's gonna be the front feet of the horse. I've just zoomed in a little bit to kind of help me out, and then we've got the neck. And then he's gonna be up like this. There we go. And there's an ear. Oh, geez, this looks awful. Oh, no, this is so bad. What is that? It's gonna be a majestic white horse because if you're gonna have a horse that swims on the moon, then it needs to be super majestic. Mind you, we could color it in orange and it would still look majestic because it is on the moon. But first, we are gonna go ahead and add an eye to it, and I guess we could add like a muzzle as well. So let's try that, shall we? Eye, and then like a muzzle as well. Oh, and if that wasn't hard enough, I now have to draw a pug sitting on this horse. So let's do a stubby little leg, and then we're gonna do a fat little body, and then its arm is gonna be like, yes, I'm riding a horse that's swimming on the moon. Oh, how am I gonna do this? I need to do a stubby little head somehow. Let's try it like this. Oh, no. Okay, I think it's become very apparent that I can't draw a pug. So, let's do it this way. Yes. So we're gonna add this guy in, and then we're going to draw a body onto him. Oh, this is gonna be majestic. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Seriously, look how happy he is. Guys, you know what? I don't think this is too bad at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add something to him because I don't want you guys to feel cheated because I cheated. So let's add a top hat to him because why not? Oh, I can't even see it. Oh, I'm going to have to choose a different hat. There we go. That's better. So he's got a baseball hat on and he is riding a horse on the moon. Let's zoom out and see what it looks like. Oh, geez. Let's also add some stars and stuff. There we go. Very nice indeed. So there you go. There's your swimming horse on the moon with a pug riding it. I think this is the worst one yet, but let's move on to the next suggestion, which just so happens to be from Edra Ninja. It says, draw Steve on the toilet. There were actually a lot of suggestions for things to be drawn sitting on the toilet. You guys are very, very weird. So first off, I'm gonna need to draw a toilet. Actually, you know what? This could be a running theme. We could have like one real object and then we could draw on top of it. I think that's gonna look cool. So now we have our toilet. We now need to draw Steve. So I'm not gonna draw him too blocky because I can't. So let's go ahead and let's draw his head first because I kind of want to make that nice and big. Wow. I've drawn off the canvas. There we go. That's better. So a nice big head, because I want to get a decent facial expression on him here. And then we need a big cube-like structure as well. Very nice indeed. There we go. There's Steve's head. And we also need his arms. So one arm's going to be like this, flailing around. Let's do his body as well. But he does need to be sitting on the toilet, so... Oh, geez. A lot like that. That's not actually too bad. And then we can bring his arm up just like this. There we go. This is coming together. I don't like this arm, though. Let's just fix that, shall we? There we go. That's a lot better. Nice. Okay, so now we need to do his legs. So we need his legs going like this. There's one. And there's another this way. What am I drawing? Now we need some color. So, ooh, how am I going to do this? I'm going to cut it like here. Yeah, and color this in the classic Steve blue shirt. It's not exactly the right color, but you know what? It will do, and it would help if I could color within the lines as well. A nice skin color as well. Now, where does his hair come down to? Like about here? That's what it's gonna happen in this picture. I need to do the legs. What color legs does he have? I've completely forgotten. It's kind of like this color. So it's like a really deep blue, but we need to leave some room for his shoes. Actually, how can he be on the toilet when he's wearing trousers? You know what? Forget it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's Steve. He could do what he wants. My coloring in is awful today, guys. Wow. Yeah, that's cleaned up a little bit. So now we need to add some hair to this beautiful, beautiful original Minecraft character. Maybe we could do something with Alex in another episode. If we carry on coloring in his little brown hairs. And then we need to put him on the front somehow because he's not bold at the front. Can you imagine? Steve with a haircut like that. Let's try it maybe like this. I don't think that looks right, but it's gonna have to do. Color in his arms. You know what? This could look worse. This could look worse. I thought it was gonna look worse, but for now, it's actually looking okay. And then we're gonna do the all-important facial expression. Here we go. So we're gonna go for a big old mouth because he's hurting. He's hurting right now. And we're also gonna do massive eyes just like this. Or, you know what? Let's do two sets of eyes because I want to do this one. And then I want to do like the eyes that kind of go like this. You know what I mean? Them kind of eyes. So I'm going to do two sets of eyes and see how they work. But this looks good so far. And then we want to do a tongue like this. And then his eyes, I guess, would be super big. And then I'm going to do them kind of crossed as well. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I've forgotten to give him teeth, but I can give him teeth in a second. So let's just color in the main mouth part. And then we'll give him a nice... Oh, jeez. I can't believe how this looks. This has actually turned out to be one of my favorites of this episode so far. But let's see if we can beat it with the third one. First off, though, we need to grab a pink. And then we're going to make the tongue as well. Come on, color in the tongue. Color in the tongue. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. That is what I'm talking about. And then we need to do the eyes. And then we're going to interchange the eyes as well to see which one is the best. Yes. This one is good. This one is really good. Oh, man. Look at that. Steve on the toilet. What is going on? You know what? We need to add one of these to the toilet. And then it kind of fits in. Look at that. Yes. It's perfect. But now we need to do the other eyes. How can I do that real quick? Actually, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to do some big blocky eyebrows like this. There we go. He is aggressive. And we also need to do like a little background so he is looking like he's in the toilet. So let's go for a big line across the back. Let's add a window in here. And then I want to add like some shading and stuff because I think this one could be one of my favorites so far in the series. You never know. Let's add a cross here for the window. We need to add some toilet paper too. There we go. I think the toilet paper might actually look better than the actual drawing. There we go. There's the toilet paper. So let me color this in, add some extra effects, and then we'll be done. Masterpiece. Okay, this without a doubt could be one of my favorites so far. Let's just add some highlights to here. And then one last touch. Actually, two. Let's go ahead and do this one as well. So I want to add some tiles to the floor. So we got like this little cross thing going on. No. Let me. There we go. That's better. That's a lot better. And then like that. And then we need to add one last effect. And we're gonna need a deep, dark green because Steve is a stinker. There we go, Steve. Just control yourself, buddy. There we go. That's gotta be my favorite one so far. Steve sitting on the toilet. You're welcome. And finally, we have one from Dan A who says, a waffle eating a pancake. Let's do this. Right, let's go for... I'm gonna try it this way. So this right here is a table, and then the waffle is gonna sit here, and then the pancake's gonna be here. Actually, I need to make that a bit bigger. So let's go like this. There we go. That's better. And then we need a plate, which the pancake is gonna be on. Nice. And then we're gonna grab a knife and a fork real quick. Just a basic one. Just a basic one. And then we need to add the waffle. First, we need to add a little bit of color so that the waffle is hidden behind the table. Oh, my coloring is so awful today. All right, nice. Perfect. So, a waffle. Oh, how am I supposed to draw a waffle, by the way? Oh, actually, I don't know how I'm going to draw this. Let's do a big square. We're going to do a square waffle. And he's going to kind of look like SpongeBob SquarePants, but with... Oh, geez. No, I don't think this is going to look good, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to keep it anyway. I have no redos. It's all good. So let's add these bits. And then hopefully it looks like a waffle afterwards. It's already really uneven. Oh, no. I apologize for this in advance. That is apparently a waffle. It's not really a waffle though, is it? But let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's do a big evil eye line. There we go. Big evil eyes. And then he's got his eyes like this. Look at him. So evil. So evil. And then we've got a big old mouth as well, ready to munch up the poor little pancake. What color is a waffle? Is it this color? Let me show you guys. Is it this color? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually a really tasty color. There's a lot of good foods that are this color. Let me tell you that right now. Now we add the second layer of color. This is a very evil looking waffle. It kind of looks like a thwomp from Mario. Doesn't necessarily look like a waffle, but let's grab a nice deep red for the mouth as well. That bit in the middle is like, you know when you look in your mouth? And you got that dangly bit at the bottom. That's what that is supposed to be. I don't really know if it looks like one, but now you know what it looks like. And then evil gnashers as well. There we go. Okay, the waffle is pretty much done. Now we need to do a pancake. The pancake shouldn't be too bad at all because it's just a circle, but drawing a circle is actually pretty hard. Right. Let's do this. Now, the key to this guy is not only getting the circle right, but also the facial expression. I've messed up the circle. Attempt number 2. Attempt number 2. You know what? Not all pancakes are perfectly round, so I think we've got this. So we're gonna do our guy with big round eyes because we want him to look cute. And he is gonna be so stressed out that he's about to be eaten. So I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this mouth. I'm gonna do it like that. And then like that. Yeah, he looks pretty scared. The irony is, I think these guys are actually the same color, so they should be brothers. They shouldn't be eating each other. Oh, this is I actually feel sorry for this little pancake now. You know what? I actually think I can do a better job on the mouth. So let's quickly rub this out. There we go. Ignore that red and stuff. Ignore it. Ignore it. And we're gonna do like a shocked face. Look at this. Look how shocked he is. He's like, no, don't eat me, please. And that is a lot better. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Don't eat me, Mr. Waffle, please. And there you go. A waffle eating a pancake or getting ready to chow down on one. Let me just add in a background and some details, and then we're done here. And finally, we need an evil laugh. Ha, ha, ha. There we go. And that's is a waffle eating a pancake. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Draw Your Comments. If you want to see another episode of this, then please leave a big fat thumbs up. And I'm gonna need your suggestions as well, so please do leave those in the comment section down below. And let's see if we can beat last time's total of 110,000 comments. That's insane. And also, if you see a comment that you really like and would like to see drawn, then please do give it a thumbs up, because that means I can find it easier. Today was fun, and I think my favorite was definitely this bad boy. So again, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if this happens to be the first video you see by me, then please do consider subscribing to join Team TDM today for daily gameplay videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!